Okay, good and happy morning. Here we are. Saturday morning cartoon. Alrighty, so good morning, Tex. What's going on? I guess you've been up for a while, eh? Yeah, so we got a new update here on No Man's Sky. We got an we got an update, Orbital update, update 4.6, and we're going to try to integrate, my mic was off there again. There was an update also to OBS, the streaming software, and my microphone got disconnected, disconfigured, disconfigured. So I had to go back and reconfigure the microphone in OBS. So just in case you do stream and stuff, you probably know this, but if you get updates to your streaming software, you might want to check all your bits and pieces to make sure they're connected properly and configured properly, because I know in my case OBS just doesn't remember, like for example, that my Yeti microphone right here is what I'm using. And I end up, I end up in silent mode, and then somebody in chat says, "Hey, can't hear you." Good thing I can hear the chat over there, though, because I would never know. Anyway, so this is our regular Saturday morning cartoon playthrough, and the update has been applied to it, as it has to all my my playthroughs. We are in the space anomaly. Nothing has changed here. Everything is still the same. Now, I did send a ticket to the Zendesk, which is the help desk for this game, this developer, about what I'm about to do here. Now, you see, we have a destination over here on Priest Entity Nada. He's up on the balcony there, or inside the room on the balcony there. And basically, what's going on here is this is the mission to investigate the space anomaly, talk to everybody on board, blah, blah, blah. Speak to those on board, okay? This is how you unlock, normally, this is how you unlock this guy. You talk to everybody on board, and eventually you come back here, and this guy says, yes, good to go. Speak to the spatial inhabitants. Okay, so I was not getting that before. I was just getting... I wasn't paying attention just now, but I was just getting... rejects my input from the Nexus. So we're going to try this one last time before we go about our galaxy hopping business here. Drifts between worlds and worlds. There are many. Have you seen them, traveler? So he's going to do the same thing again. Regrets much. I have to leave. And this is the problem here, right? The target is still over his head. So theoretically, if I go and... normally what I would have to do is go down and talk to this guy first. And entertain his little conversation there. He gives me nanites for some information that I give him. Gonna give me 240 nanites. And then I'm gonna get a beacon off him, a derelict, an emergency signal scanner, which is basically, it scans for derelict freighters. And there it is. We got another one of those. And again, theoretically, ideally you'd get one of those a week, so you could use one every week. But there's ways to preserve those and so on. So this guy's not accepting anything from me. I'm just going to go in and see, just so I can kind of get a piece of conversation out of him. There are a few back here I think I need to interact with. Construction research terminal being one. How many? Oh, I get 62 salvage data. Okay, so I can probably like pick up a few things here. Matter reactor, communication station. Let's see what else is going on here. A couple of other fun things in here for sure. Exocraft. Very much fun things. Okay. Let's get some blueprints for some seating in our camps. Bed, tables. Oh, gotta unlock this first. Okay. Let's get that. Laughs. Okay, what else? How about some power and those kinds of things? We got the lights. That's good. We probably could use that. Mineral extractor. Okay. Supply depot, some piping. And why not? Let's get a gas extractor too. One last thing. One last thing. Let's get this wall part here. Alright, we're done there. Let's talk to Celine here, who is the exosuit technology dealer here in the Space Anomaly. We have 2400 nanites. Go ahead and get that high-end personal refiner, and we're going to buy one more slot here. So something is... Good morning, Warfy. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So things have changed a little bit in the update. The coloration of your buttons down here has changed, and it's not so obvious that this one is active, to me anyway. We'll just have to get used to that. The red one, well, the red is red, right? But this one, if it wasn't active, it would be grayed out, kind of. And, you know, right, unless you hover over it, it almost looks grayed out to me. So we'll just have to get used to that being the way it is. I think that's going to be the way with all the interactive buttons on the screens. So we're going to go ahead and buy that upgrade. And then we're going to go back and talk to Nada and see if we can unlock that particular part. Oh! Hang on. Oh, I see. My mission has been retagged. Yeah. Wait a second. Where is it? Mission. Install personal refiner. I'm going to unpin that, and I'm going to repin this one, which was to unlock the Space Anomaly functionalities. So yeah, he's still got the beacon on the destination marker on his head, and I suspect we're going to get the same exact result. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And it's still there. So something in my playthrough here is broken. I've sent a ticket off to the Zen desk. I didn't get any response. It's been over a week now and nothing. Crickets. So yeah, it rejects my input, and again, we cannot use the Nexus. Okay, before I do anything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave myself a reminder for 12 noon. 12 noon, I'm going to take a bio break, and I will change into a different playthrough and do and hopefully check out the weekend mission and do that. So we'll do that. We'll just put that on my phone so I can see it and hear it. So weekend. Okay, I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna go back here, and we're gonna do that. Okay, that's done. So hopefully around 12 noon we'll take a bio break, a couple hours, and then we'll get into a different playthrough and do the weekend mission. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly out. Let's see what kind of star system we're in here. I'm going to go to a different star system, I think. I'm just going to go out into space here just to get my bearings. Because this playthrough, of course, is the Galaxy Hopper playthrough. And the premise of this is to try and get to as many galaxies as possible. So I'm going to untag the Space Anomaly mission. It's just not working for me. So I'm going to tag that. I'm going to go and look at my galactic map. We are 690,000 light years. You can see it up in the top left corner there. 690,000 light years away from the center of the galaxy. Re-explore. There's the galactic core destination on the top there. We're just going to go ahead and just follow that line a little bit just till we get like kind of over this way. So this is as far as it'll take us automatically. And what I'm going to do is 567 light years. I don't know how much farther my ship can go. 800 light years. Okay, it looks like it can go at least 800 light years. It would tell me out of range if it can't go there. So it can at least go to 1200 light years. Okay, well we're gonna probably just go here somewhere and go into the space station and just check out some of the new stuff going on in the space station. Let's see. $1,400 light years. I do not have a conflict scanner. Well, I can't tell what the conflict is like in this system. Conflict, see on the bottom there, it's in the box, it says conflict data unavailable. That's because I cannot tell. I don't have a conflict scanner. And the reason I don't have a conflict scanner is that it broke when I inadvertently traversed galaxies in my good ship. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go here and going to go into the space station just to explore some of the new functionalities. So the space station, some of them, at least some of them, I don't know about all of them, but some of them have definitely gone through some drastic changes. And we got a we got a pirate freighter attack. Let's see if we can get this freighter. Oh crap. It's under Can I not destroy this thing? Oh, I see. Air freighter cannon. Anti-freighter cannon. Let's get rid of those. I'm taking a beating. A little bit, eh? Huge cannons. See if this works. Sometimes the freighter will run away. Now I am taking a bit of a beating here. Enemy missiles are destroying the freighter that I'm trying to save. But not attempting to flee. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what to do here. Shields down. Shields down. Better fix that. So the ship got away. Civilian fleet saved from pirates. Well, okay, at least there's that. They saved the fleet. Okay, they're beaconing. They're hailing me, sorry. They left us duty bound, follow the... Received this, follow the coordinates. Okay, well, let's see. Starship process coordinates from stranger's message. Transmission delay. Decayed over time. Location appears to be valid. Dreams of the Deep. Okay, so that's another mission here that we already had, I think, but it seems to renew when we traverse galaxies. So there's the fleet we saved. Now, I already picked up a larger freighter, so I don't think I need. I'm just gonna go in and see anyway, just to see what's up here. If it's an S-class, I'll consider it. If it doesn't cost me anything, but there's no guarantee I'm gonna take this freighter. It's a B class, so I'm just going to go up and talk to the captain and get the reward, paltry as it may be. I'll get the reward and we'll make our way to the space station. Offer to buy. What? No reward for saving your ass? Really? Okay, so this is a B class freighter. 31 cargo slots, 18 technology slots. And mine is a lot better equipped. It's worth a heck of a lot more. 168 million. This is worth 90. So obviously I'm not going to do that. He didn't offer me a reward for saving his ass. Jesus, what an ingrate. By Keen figures. Almost like I'm duty bound. Okay, so space station. Let's hit the space station. Back this way somewhere. Here it is. So they did change the outer look of the space stations. This is a significant change to the space stations. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and get my own. This has the potential to be. Oh wait, no, I'm not far enough away here. Hang on. This has the potential to be a pretty awesome. Where's the planet? Okay. Pretty awesome. Maybe. Probably. Okay, let's see if we can... No, we don't want to tilt it. Still enough. Way to get everything. That's kind of cool. Now I'm too far away.
That's cool.
It is, isn't it? I like it. I thought it was kind of interesting. That would make for a good thumbnail and stuff. Let's see, let's... A little bit too much...
I catch myself doing
Yeah, and why not, right? You want to get some unique perspectives on the game, right? That's pretty unique right there. Let's go ahead and capture that. And...
Exactly.
There you go. We're going to leave room down in the bottom right down there for the timestamp on the videos. A little bit of room down there. Gotta have room for text in your thumbnails, right, and stuff. So okay, we got that, and yeah. So now let's. Where the heck did it go? Up here. lost my. There it is. Okay, so I think this is right side up here now. Let's just have a look. So the outside has definitely changed. They've texturized significantly the outside of the space stations. I don't know if you remember previously, but if you look at some of the previous videos of my coming into a space station, you'll know that the skin on the outside was usually fairly smooth and stuff, and now they've just added a whole bunch of different little panels and stuff. Yeah, almost. The inside has really changed significantly as well. I don't know exactly how much more intense these changes are on the graphics. Ooh, that's nice. What is this? An A class, eh? Very nice. This is really nice. Okay, let's take a look at some of the new functionalities. First of all, are we in a Viking system? We are. Okay. What is this over here? Is this anything, or is that just? Yeah, you're in a Viking system now. Okay. Before, when you used to come into the space station, facing inwards, right at the back you had a terminal. I think it's still there, but I think now I'm not sure if they've activated that feature or not. But on the right side, over this way, you had the Galactic Trade Terminal, you had the Mission Agent, you had the Guild Representative, and you had the Cartographer. And over on the left, over there, you had all the vendors. The exosuit technology vendor, you had the exocraft, the starship, and the multi-tool technology vendors lined up along the wall on the backside there. You also had the ship terminal, the ship modification terminal, where you could apply updates, you could scrap ships, and so on. You also had the appearance modifier, and you also had the junk vendor. So the guys that used to be on the right, the guild representative, cartographer, and so on, these guys are now on the bottom here. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. This stuff here I don't think is interactable. There are some interactable things in the space station. Some plants, not this one, but there are some. There are also some, some interactable containers. So here's the mission agent here. He's the first guy. He was the first guy on the left too, in the top row, on the right side as you faced in. So this guy has the missions that you can do for whatever. In this case, it's the guilds, Explorers Guild, Mercenaries Guild, Merchants Guild. There's a level 4 Vy'keen mission, and there's a level 9 Explorers Guild mission, which I do not have the standing in this playthrough to do. It's all good because we weren't really looking to do missions, but not right now anyway. So there was also, I forgot to mention, the teleporter that was on this side of the space stations. It's now here across from the trade terminal. So here, if we have anything to buy or sell, we could certainly try our luck in here. There's something we're probably going to use later. Carrier AI fragment. Actually, do they have anything I need in here? Wiring looms. These are not so easy to come by. You can scrap updates and upgrades and get wiring looms. That's about the only way to get them other than buying them. Let's see, phosphorus and dioxide, silver. What do I have? I have lots of phosphorus. I have quite a bit of dioxide. I have a bit of silver too. So we're not really looking for anything there from the Galactic Trade Terminal. Not right now. Anyway. Oh, I never checked my... oh yeah, I have 9 wiring looms, so I guess that's okay for now too. There is the appearance modifier right there. So basically you can go in here and I think the functionality is the same. Yeah, you can just go ahead and change all your look, right? This is what I'm looking like now. This is from the Omega update, the helmet and the backpack here. That is from the Omega update. And I believe I may also be wearing some of the armor from the Quicksilver dealer. So this is what I'm looking like now. We're going to keep that outlook. Let's see. So we've talked about Galactic Trade Terminal and the teleportation unit. This guy is probably the cartographer, judging from the topographical map here of something or other on the other side. Cartographer. Okay, cartographer. We're going to get some maps off him if we can. We're going to exchange specific charts. And we're going to look for distress signals. So I don't know how many I can get, but I'm going to get a bunch. Okay, let's get some of these. Inhabited outposts, ancient artifacts, ancient ruined. Ancient artifacts, how many of these can I get? Okay, we can get 3. Okay, that's good. So the reason I'm getting distress signals is to explore some of the functionality, the new functionality of this game. Somebody is missing down here, the guild representative. And I think he's now upstairs, but I'm not 100% sure. First thing I want to do is unpin that mission. Okay, so like I said, this is the appearance modifier. That's me, basically, a holographic image of me. This is what used to be the Starship Outfitting Terminal. Yeah, so you can apply upgrades here. You can scrap ships, same as before. So here we go. We Invader is welcome to the stream. So yeah, so here's where you start to see some of the new stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna go to the other new piece of equipment here to explain this particular thing here. Cannot break into parts. Okay, you can scrap your ship. Some ships you can scrap. Some ships you can break into parts. So our current ship, you can't do that. It's a Sentinel interceptor. We picked up a crashed Sentinel interceptor. So basically, this thing here, right? You cannot break these into parts. And the reason for that is that this new piece of equipment here, the Starship Fabricator, is what determines what you can break into parts. So the Starship Fabricator allows you to make your own ship. And that's something that people had been kind of screaming about for quite some time. Not just making your own ships, but painting your own ships. And in order to make your own ships, as you can see up on top there, you need a fuselage, you need a reactor core, you need wings, and you need a thruster. So in order to get those parts, at least 3 of them, the fuselage, the wings, and the thruster, you need to break down ships that you either buy or find. And that's what we were looking at on the other terminal. Breakdown for parts, right? So when you break down a ship for parts, you can either get one of these 3 parts. The reactor core, I believe you need to get somewhere on the station here. We're going to try to explore that. Now, I do not have any ship parts, so I cannot assemble any ships. I have not broken down any ships yet in this playthrough. And you can see on the bottom here, there's 3 different kinds of ships that you can actually create. You can make an explorer, if you have the right parts, right? They've left wing, right wing, and hull in this case. You can make a hauler. You need the cockpit, the wings, and the thruster for the hauler. And for fighters, you need the fuselage, the wings, and the thruster. So the engine, the wings, and the cockpit and front end, basically. And there are as you can see here, there are a number of different variations on the theme, right? This one here I like, the sleek. This one here I like, the alpha. And the omega I also like. Those 3 are my favorite. These 2, the alpha, the omega, and the sleek. Everything else here I'm not interested. And as far as engines go, well, let's take a look. Wings. This is what can be available. What happens though is that you need to find a ship that has some of these parts, and then scrap that part out of that ship, and then it becomes available for you in this build menu, right? So here are some of the wings. You got the hard frame wings here. These are like saddlebags. I'm just wondering, yeah. See, there are a large number. Afterburner V-wings, finned and non-finned. There's a large number of options for wings, right? The fighter, anyway. So you have an embarrassment of riches here. As far as the thrusters, you got basically 3 kinds: the rectangular, the triple rectangular, the triple round, and the mono thruster. Tri-booster, vector, and the mono thruster. I like the mono thruster personally, although that's less of a consideration for me. Okay, so you need to find ships to scrap in order to get the parts that you want. Once you assemble your ship, then you can actually paint it whatever color you want. Well, within certain limitations, of course, right? The color palette that they offer, basically. Okay, so this in the Viking stations, I don't know if they're all like this, but they do have some containers here. I'm just gonna quickly try to see if there's anything here that I can actually loot, because sometimes there is. I've seen the occasional container that you can actually loot, like this one here, and we got some money out of that one. 156 credits. No great guns, but you know what? Better than a boot in the ass, right? Okay, there's another. Okay, so here we go. This is the guild representative over here, I think. This is the guy we were missing on the bottom. So this guy, you can sell, if you do derelict freighter runs, you can sell the captain's log and the crew manifest to this guy. So yeah, available guild items. So for money, you can buy status required initiate. Yeah, so you need to increase your guild standing to be able to interact with this fella here. Donate to guild archive. No, not gonna do that. I'm gonna check and see if any of these containers are lootable. Insecure repository. More money. Some more money here. A little bit of money. They still have these things, which is navigation data. You can use that for obtaining maps. And what else is up here? Okay. Okay, so this is the second floor, right? So the guild representative is now on the second floor. Let me just see. Distant Amy. I think this is the same as before. You can interact with these fellows here. If you have any gifts, you can give them that will increase your standing amongst that life form. You could talk to them and get some pieces of their language. Spawn, in this case, is the word I learned today. The Gek word for spawn. So here are your vendors. Here's the Exocraft vendor. Yeah. He sells technology upgrades. Sorry, not tech. Well, technology upgrades. Install Exocraft upgrades. So if you're looking for whatever upgrades for your Exocraft, there they are. Here's your Starship technology vendor, upgrade vendor. Let's see, do we have this class? Oh! Okay, so... Alright. We were looking at... this thing a moment ago. The terminal you use to create your Starship. And... the different components that you need, and we saw that you need a reactor. Well, here's where you get your reactor. This is new. You get your reactor from the Starship technology vendor. You can get the 3 different class reactors. Now I don't... Holy crap, 10,000 nanites for an S-class reactor. Wow. Okay, okay. So if you want to create an S-class ship, you need an S-class reactor. Alright? Just keep that in mind. This guy will have, again, the same upgrades as before. All the different components of starships, he will have upgrades for them. So there you are. There are your upgrades. They appear to be a little less expensive than before, but not much. They're still, you know, the C-class are the cheapest, then it goes to B to A. Finally, the S-class are the most expensive. So he does have these 4 reactors that you can purchase from him. 4 nanites. 2100 discount. Okay, so I'm just curious what that's about. Can't change any of this. Okay. So, probably because I can't afford any. You can buy more than one of these, I'm guessing, if you have like multiples of 10,000 nanites. Okay, so that's where you get your reactor for your new ship that you want to create. Your custom ship, right? And we're just going to grab that. I think there would have been another vendor in here. So here's the terminal at the back that's... Oh, we got a little guppy... yeah, a guppy exotic. 44 slot guppy exotic for 20 million right there. I like those ships. How you doing, Diz? Welcome aboard. Yeah, I like the guppy exotics. I'm not fussy about all the wing configurations and the big pointy things all over the place. But there are, I think there are only 2 exotics per system. So here's one of them. For star system. In the whole star system, there's only 2. And one of them just happened to land here just now. 20 million units for that. I have 70 million. I could have bought that ship if I wanted. You see how the wings fold down there? So that's the deal with that. So here we have the box with the multi-tool in it. It's a B class in this case. I'm going to check something because I want to know. I remember the last time I traversed galaxies, I scrapped. I didn't scrap it. I just. Why can't I select that? No. So this is my go-to multi-tool, right? Why can't I select a different multi-tool? 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and put that on 7. See if that works. So let's go to 7. Yeah, okay. So here's the multi-tool I should have equipped to traverse the galaxy. And I failed to do that and basically paid for it by having my good multi-tool all turned to scrap, basically. What happens is if you traverse the galaxy with any technology in your devices, in your exosuit, starship, or multi-tool, it will get absolutely trashed, all of it, except for the base components. And I think maybe even the base components. But anyway, point is to change out for a multi-tool that's already either unequipped or scrapped, and then you don't have to worry about it being scrapped because it's already scrapped. Okay, so here's our good weapon. So here we have the neutron cannon and the bolt caster, and of course, like I said, this is my go-to scanner. This guy we're gonna just leave right where he is. Here's the multi-tool vendor right around the corner from the box. Can I talk to him or not? Oh, I can. Okay. Got a small hitbox here, so okay, multi-tool technologies, and again, same as before, just in a different location kind of thing. Here's the neutron cannon. That's what I have equipped actually, but I need to be careful because I'm going to try to accumulate the nanites I need to get a core for my new ship that I'm going to build. So okay, we're going to buy one more exosuit upgrade here, and we're going to see what this guy has to offer. So basically, this is the exosuit upgrade vendor. Underwater protection. I'm looking only at the S class. I don't really care about any of the other ones. Yeah, so there you go. That's the changes in the space station. Shifted things around a little bit and introduced this new technology here, this shipbuilding and painting technology, and of course the ability to scrap a ship to obtain the parts necessary to make your own. And that's about it. So what you need to do is you need to either buy or find ships in order to scrap them for parts that you're going to use to build your own. In our case, it's going to be fuselage, wings, and a thruster for our new fighter that we're going to create. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to create just now, but that's the reason I picked up these distress signal charts, because they hopefully will help me find some crashed ships that I can use to get parts out of. Because you can scrap ships that you buy, or you can scrap ships that you find crashed. And so let's just do a save right here. and then we can go out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call in my freighter, and I'm going to discover the system here. And what I mean by that is, of course, that I don't know what any of these planets are. So the way I'm going to do that is to call in my freighter. This is my newer freighter that I picked up recently. Here comes all of my my frigates. That's my fleet. And yeah, so I'm going to go up and probe the star system. That will show me all the information I need for all of the... Is that mine? Authenticated starship. What? I think that is mine. That's one of my other ships. So... Okay, so here's a typical example. There's an Explorer. This belongs to an NPC. You'll see him pop up right here, yeah. If I buy that ship, then I can scrap this for either the middle part there, or the wings, or one or other, because the Explorers can have different wing configurations. There could be different types of wings on either side. And this one just happens to have the same type of wing. But you can easily get an Explorer that has two different kinds of wings, and you can scrap either one or the middle part. There's only 3 things you can scrap. Oh, look at this guy. This is another nice... I like the fuselage on this one. That's... I was mentioning that before. That's one of the types of fuselages that I like. I like the Alpha, the Omega, and that one there. And of course you can't scrap shuttles for parts. So that's my ship anyway. But you can scrap haulers, explorers, and fighters. You can't scrap shuttles, you can't scrap exotics, you can't scrap living ships, and you can't scrap I said exotics, didn't I? Exotics, shuttles, living ships, solars, cannot scrap. I'm missing one, I think, but anyway, you get my point. There's only 3 you can find. Okay, so the planetary probe has figured out what all this is in here. So we got an irradiated planet, plated. I think that means it's a glitch planet. There's only one life form. Ashen, probably hot. Phosphorus, that's hot. Uranium, another irradiated planet, and a bountiful planet. This is more lush in terms of environment, but has aggressive sentinels, so I'm just going to avoid that one like the plague. We don't have any moons here. Okay, so the Samu F11, that's the lush planet. Okay, irradiated. I guess it doesn't really matter where we go. Did I have missions out? I did not. Okay. I think we're... As long as the lush planet is not the one in front of us, we're going to go to the one that's directly in front of us here. So let's do a quick save right here and go to the planet that's right in front of us, which is this guy. Oh no. Okay, so quick tip. When you pull out of the space station, the space anomaly, or your freighter, you need to get some space in between you and the whatever place you just pulled out of, or else if you do what I did, you just turn around, you're gonna get sucked back in. So okay, so here's something else here. This fighter, this combat frigate right here, it's been damaged in a mission, and I need to fix that. I'm not gonna do it now, but I do need to fix it. Scorched planet. Okay, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go on the sunny side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go planet side, and I'm going to try to find a crashed ship or two. Let's see, let's go right there. Seems like a plausible enough location to start. Alright, now our maps. We're going to activate some of our distress beacon maps. So let's go ahead and plot a route. It's going to find one of 3 or 4 things. And in this case we have abandoned building. Okay, that's not what we want. We're going to leave that one there, and we're going to just activate a different one. Because if we go to that and trip it, and then activate another map, there's a possibility that we'll trigger another one of those. But if we leave that one active, then we have possibility of getting oh, what was that? Okay, that's a planetary depot, a resource depot that's guarded by sentinels. We're just going to leave that for now. How far away is this at full speed? An hour. Okay, so that's a little bit too long to be just flying over the surface. Landing sequence unavailable. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this. Pulse down to the target. Instead of an hour. Of course, if you use your pulse engine, like I just did, it'll take you probably less than a minute to get there. So this is our distress beacon. It does show us a ship. In this case, it's showing us an explorer, which is one of the 3 types of ships that you can get, or that you can create, in fact, with the new mechanism. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do what I always do and relieve the distress beacon of its burden. The stricken craft's black box beams a holographic video of this old and ramshackle ship's final voyage. It's a bucket of bolts. I'm surprised something this lo-fi could even break through this planet's atmosphere. It seems pirates found it sitting idle on the landing platform of this planet orbital space station, perhaps hopeful of valuable cargo. Pursuit was given. There were no survivors. So search for advanced technology. Okay, we're given the blueprint for a geology cannon. I think we already had that, but that's fine. Even if we didn't, we're not going to use it. It's a dangerous weapon for your multi-tool. Okay, Starship Shield Module. That's something we could use. It's an A-class module, so it's not terrible. Certainly not top of the line, but not terrible. We do have the Atlas Pass version 1 at least, so we can dig that out. The red and black barrel there behind there. We need the Atlas Pass for that. And now we get to the ship. So, B-class Explorer. Okay? I know I don't have 12 ships in my inventory. I know that for a fact. So basically, if we want to grab any of the parts from this one, we need to claim it. We don't want to swap it for the one we got because, of course, we'd be giving up enormous amount. So claim the ship, and we go in. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to try to fix some of this. Okay, ships. The shield is fixed. We'll get rid of that annoying frickin' sound, right? Now we don't know what kind of shield this is, right? We don't know what level shield this is. It's an X class, so it's kind of a nefarious kind of shield. So we're gonna fix it, and we'll find out. So this is like the equivalent of C class at best. Shield strength 8%. And that's pretty much useless. So we'll get our stuff back. We'll delete that shield and just bring this stuff. What? I got no sodium. Really? Holy moly. Wow. Tell me I got 0 sodium. That just... scary. Let's put some sodium in here just so we have some. Okay. Yeah, so we fixed the shield. We've gotten some parts back for that, for the shield upgrade that we did not want. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to fix these two things here, the thruster and the launch thruster and the pulse engine. Hermetic seal and a metal plate. So let's go ahead and make a hermetic seal. We have the blueprint for that. And a metal plate. We have the blueprint for that. So we can fix this thing. We can actually take this thing up to the space station now and scrap it for parts. Now the thing, I don't know if you noticed what I just noticed, but about this ship, it does not appear to have any wings. I'm going to be curious to see if I can actually scrap this ship for its wings, because it doesn't appear to have any. So that's going to be experiment number 1. I don't know if anybody's shown any of that particular that aspect of the game. I'd be curious to know. Okay, we're going to see if we can find another ship. Just hopefully to find a fighter. We are in a Viking system, so there should be a preponderance of fighters available as crashed ships. Usually in a Viking system. Because fighters... Okay, crashed freighter. Freighter crash site located. That's not what we're looking for, so we're going to trip another map without... Okay, you see what it said there? Similar, cannot use chart. So you just keep trying, right? You just keep pressing that button until you get something different. Okay, so we got this now. Observatory, right? We don't want an observatory either. So what we're going to do is we're going to trip another... We've got 3 of the different kinds of things that these distress beacons will find. We get an observatory, crash freighter, and whatever other building that was. So we're going to trip another one. And this time we have a... Hopefully... Yeah, so this thing here, distress signal, that is a crash starship. This guy here, if we can get it to show up, is not a starship. So the crash starship and the crash freighter have... Oh no, it's brought me to the same one, has it? Don't tell me it's showing me the same one. I just... Oh no. This is a hauler. Okay, so this is a different crash ship. This one is a hauler. So we're gonna grab this one too, actually. And we know that from the haulers there are different aspects of the hauler that you can scrap for parts, right? So we're gonna relieve the distress beacon again. Send out a warning signal, sure. And what did we get? Yeah, we got Blaze Javelin blueprint. Just gonna trip this thing. Get the item out of here, whether it's nanites or otherwise. And we're going to get our technology module for the salvaged data. Gonna dig out all this loot, and then we're gonna just we're gonna claim this hollow. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna... So this one has an A-class shield upgrade. I'm not gonna bother with that one. I just acquired a different one. So I'm gonna fix the pulse engine and the launch thruster again. Oh, I have to claim the ship first, right? So you need to compare, you need to claim ship, and then we get inside, and we can fix the shield. We can actually delete that, even though it's broken, and we'll get all the bits and pieces out of it. Sodium. Okay, so we just stacked up our sodium in there. And now we have chromatic metal that we can add. Yeah, launch thruster. Let's go ahead and fix that. Country Mage, welcome to the stream. Good morning. Okay, so hermetic seal and a metal plate. Let's go ahead and Add those two things. Craft those two things. Now we have a functional ship. All you need to fly to the space station and scrap this thing is the launch thruster and the pulse engine. You don't even need a shield, really. It's just that the noise that thing makes is just kind of annoying. So this is a hauler. It's a C-class basic hauler, and we can scrap this thing now for parts. I think it's the wings. It might be the same as the fighter. The wings, the fuselage, and the engines. I didn't pay a lot of attention to. I don't plan on making a hauler. I might at some point, but we'll see. So we have a ship that we can scrap for some parts anyway. Here's our interceptor. I really would like to find a fighter, so I'm gonna trip another one of those maps. Like I said a few minutes ago, we've already discovered 3 other things that this map can potentially uncover for us, so this is it, right? Similar building target already located. So that's because that particular activity that I just tried was trying to find one of the buildings that I already found. So we found a distress signal again, and that's another fighter. That's another starship. So it's 5 minutes away. You know what? I'm not even going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to go out of the atmosphere and pulse back down. And we'll go make a short trip of that. Instead of 5 minutes, it's gonna be less than a minute. So the last time, okay, so there's our crash ship there, and right here we have a building of some sort. This looks like an observatory. There's a kind of a dish on top there roaming around. Yeah, you see the animation now. That dish is turning. Or at least doing the old wah-wah. But I also saw something else right here. Probably a plaque of some kind. Yeah, right here. There's a plaque. Is that a plaque? Yeah. Yeah. So you can interact with those as well. There's no landing zone there, but certainly you can interact with them. So here we have our third ship. And this one is a fighter. So this one will be able to grab the cockpit, the wings, or the thruster off. And I don't like any of those, really. I don't want to make a ship out of any of those parts, but I'll take them anyway, so just so we know what we can do with it. Search bodies. So we got a piece of technology out of that. I'm just going to go ahead and claim this and get in, so that I'm not getting assassinated by those pirates. Claim ship, get in, and I'm going to fix the shield. There, okay. We got another shield component here. It's a B class. I'm just going to trash that, take the components again. Just like that up here, because I know our sodium stack is full right here. So here's the other 2 modules that we just ripped out of the distress beacons. Yeah, so this is a B-class fighter. And from what I understand of it, we can get the thruster, the triple thruster on the back here. We can get the wings, or we can get the fuselage, the cockpit and stuff. The only thing I might be interested in here is are the wings. They're not terrible. So when I scrap this one, I will likely take the wings off it. Because just like ripping the wings off a fly, right? And again, we're going to fix the launch thruster, and we're going to make a hermetic seal and a metal plate. Hopefully we have the components for that. Indeed we do. So now this ship is now viable in terms of its ability to fly to the space station or any other planet in this system. Does not have a hyperdrive. We can fix that, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to sit here for a minute because these guys will run away. I think, yeah, see, you can see down the bottom right down there, Planetary Pirate Raid Observatory is what they're attacking. That building that we just saw up on top of the hill there. So we're just going to sit here for a moment. They're not attacking us, so we'll just sit here. Sit here and hydrate. Yeah, so I was saying on Texas Stream yesterday, I had a productive day yesterday. My cousin came in from, he's currently bunking out at my sister's place across the river in the other province, and came in. He had some equipment that he wanted me to look at, and a laptop and a little Chromebook, and a small touchpad with a keyboard. And he asked me to do two things. He asked me to look at an external DVD recordable device that he couldn't get going. And he asked me to see if we could also connect his devices to a hotspot on his phone. And those two things are now done. Let me just get rid of this here. It's just kind of I think everybody in chat is now subscribed and smashed the like button. So I'll just get rid of that message, and maybe we'll pop it back up later. But right now, if we get rated, maybe I'll pop it up. I'll try to think about it, but those kinds of things don't come easy to me. Alright, those pirates are gone. We're going to leave that guy here. The ships I just scrapped. Salvaged, picked up, by the way. If I just leave them where they are, they're going to end up on my freighter. So if I go up to my freighter now, I can see those ships in the landing bays on my freighter, along with the shuttle that's up there, right? I may have to do a refresh or a restart, but they will show up there, and I will show you that momentarily. So we got a fighter, we got an explorer, and we got a hauler. That's the three kinds of ships that you can actually scrap for parts at the space station. It's possible to find the other kinds of ships too, the solars and the exotics. It's possible to find such ships crashed. They're a little more rare. In a pirate system, you got a higher chance of finding a solar. I'm not sure where you have a higher chance of finding a crashed exotic, though. Those are extremely rare. I have found several, but they are actually very rare. Now, okay, so I'm going to trip one more map to see what kind of ship. Okay, so similar building target. See, that's what happens if the map you trip tries to find something that you've already discovered, right? So you just keep trying, right? Already marked. Okay, so we just keep trying. Cannot use chart. Already marked. Already marked. We're looking for a distress beacon. I'm just going to kind of elevate a little bit so I'm not crashing into the side of the mountain here. And then we're just going to go ahead and attempt to find another distress beacon. Okay, so this is giving us a hard time. So you know what? Let's just go to a different planet. Which one is this? This one looks like a hot one as well. Nope, this is the irradiated one. Okay, well, how far are we from this guy? Large ship proximity. So that fleet that just popped in there, it's preventing me from using my pulse engine. So I'm just going to scoot away a little bit, and now I can activate my pulse engine. Get over here a little bit quicker. And we're going to just trip some more beacons here. I don't know if The maps, the distress maps, will show me more observatories and things if I'm on a different planet. We're about to find out. So let's try. Similar target already discovered. Okay, so we did find something just now. And I think it's another... Oh no. Distress signal. That's another crashed starship. Okay, good. And by the way, this thing here is an archive. It's the largest building on a planet, on any planet really. It comes in various configurations. It does have landing pads, one of which is marked with a landing zone there, the green, the blue rings that turn green when you can activate it. It's an automatic landing sequence. It has a vendor that will give you, or not give you, but sell you technology or components. And it has a galactic trade terminal. It might also have a number of inhabitants, which you can deal with, so on and so forth. You can deal with the landed pilots. There's a trading post, similar kind of thing. Galactic trade terminal, landed pilots, and so on. If you're looking to buy ships to scrap, that's a really good place. Those two are really good places to look. There's another building there. Crashed freighter right here. We're not looking for any of that. There's another plaque right there. What's this here? Oh look, a stick in the mud. Gee whiz. Snag my attention for nothing. That's all good. We know that it's part of the game, so there's a monolith. If we were looking for a portal, this would be the place to find it. We go to a monolith and it will it has the potential to show you the location of a portal if you interact with it adequately. And then a portal, of course, you can use to travel wherever, right? I was, actually yesterday evening, oh! A drop pod. You know what? I'm gonna just grab that. Hello. Yeah, drop pod will, with the correct ingredients, you can extract a slot, an inventory slot for your for your exosuit. So we're just going to grab the loot and trip the save beacon first. Then we're going to go over here and if we can grab this. We have an antimatter housing, so we can grab that. We have sodium nitrate and we have a carbon nanotube. That's the stuff you need to get the inventory slot, right? This is a free slot, so, well, it's not free. It costs those components, but it's relatively free. If you want to buy those, they're pretty expensive, in the hundreds of thousands of units. Okay, so we got another inventory slot, and we're about a minute or so away from our crashed starship that we just found. I think is over here. Distress beacon, right? Distress signal? Yeah, distress beacon. There it is. I'll tag that. Less than a minute away now. And we're in no big hurry to get there, so we'll see if we can find other things as well. I think that's another stick in the mud. Now the advantage of this interceptor is that it pretty much hovers. None of the other ships in the game, at least not that I'm aware, can hover. Like can stand in one spot and hover. Most of the other ships, or all of the other ships, move slightly if you try to stop on the surface of a planet. There's another building there. That building looked abandoned to me, actually. So you notice it's over a minute now. That's because I slowed down. There's two different speeds you can maneuver at on a planet, or in space, in fact, with your thrusters. Okay, so we're being probed. Station Authority. Jeez, don't tell me we have stuff on our ship that shouldn't be there. Doesn't look like it. Clear to proceed. Okay, so we don't have any contraband. If you do have contraband and you get probed like that, they will attempt to take it from you. One way or another. You'll be asked to give it up. If you don't, they will come and chase you down. They'll hunt you down like the dog you are. Because I am, in fact, a dog in this game. You'd never say it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so distress beacon, 15 seconds. Okay, so we're almost there. There's a manufacturing facility down there to our right. That's a guarded, it's a secured facility. Oh my. We have a shuttle down on our left. That's where the distress beacon came from. We're going to claim that, although we cannot scrap it for parts to build a different one, to build our own. But the first thing I'm going to do is land over here and disable the sentinels on this planet. So we're going to go over here to the terminal, and once we can interact with that, we'll be given the option to disable all sentinels on the planet. This will remain in effect until we reload or until we leave the system. If we leave the system and come back, sentinels will be reactivated on this planet. Extract weapons technology. This is free, right? Take the free multi-tool. I'm going to take it just for shits and giggles, but also because it's possible that I can use that actual component. So this is what happens when you disable the sentinels. They turn into these things. When you destroy sentinels, the same thing happens. So in fact, what you're doing is you're destroying the sentinels on the planet. But they will not destroy themselves unless you get within a certain range. And I'll try to demonstrate that shortly. Okay, so we do have this guy. So we can extract materials from these pillar control nodes. Just destroy them with our weapon, like that. 2 shots with the cannon here. We've just picked up some extra materials. That's done. Okay, so we don't have to worry about sentinels on this planet again, like I said, until we reload or until we leave the system. So just another quick note, we know that our crashed starship is right over here. Let me just take a short walk. Like I said, this is a shuttle, and you can't make your own shuttle, so we're just going to grab this thing and run. Can't see what class ship this is. You used to be able to see by scanning it like that. You used to be able to see what class and how many slots and everything, but you can't do that anymore for some reason. Okay, I see some animals in the background there. I'm going to try to scan. Search for the pilot. Okay, what did we get? Scatter blaster. Nice. Okay, let's scan. Let's take out our scanner and scan these guys. 110,000 units for scanning creatures, at least these. And the rocks, I'm getting 6,000. What about plants? What am I getting for plants? 6,000 for the rocks. There's another animal right here. And that can't be right. It didn't update for the animal I just scanned. Okay, 68 for the bird, or the flying creature. This flying creature will give us 68. Natural burial site. So there's bones buried in this on this planet, which is kind of interesting. I'm gonna highlight that one because I'm probably gonna go and dig it up. It's towards the ship, which is 200 units away. It's only 127 units further. Here's another crab kind of creature. It's different than the first one I scanned. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get these guys here, right? This is all the fauna on the planet, the animals, right? If I get them all, I get a 2,000 nanite bonus, which is going to go towards my 10,000 nanites that I need to buy the core for the ship I want to build, right? So I need 3 more creatures. Common, ground, during the day, mostly. And there's 2 more rare ground creatures. So any red dots, there's 3 more ground creatures I need to scan to get that 2,000 nanite bonus. Well, I'm just going to go back over this way. See if I can find... Here's one. It looks like a dinosaur kind of thing. There's another one over there. Hello. Okay, there you go. So I got one left. Rare ground, always active. Okay. It's not the diurnal one, so now that it's nighttime, I might still be able to find that last creature, which would be awesome. 2,000 nanites will come in extremely handy in my pursuit of making my own ship. So, natural burial site, that's where the bones are. Let's go over there. We also have this, oxygen plants. Now, 43,000 for scanning this. This grouping of oxygen plants is a different creature, is a different species than the single oxygen plant. If I can find a single one, you'll see that I can scan that one as well. Where are the bones? Over here. Okay. Are there any other shiny red spots? I don't see any. There's sodium up there. Oh, and there's our last creature. So now that we have all the creatures, we can hold to register completion of having scanned all the creatures and get our 2,000 nanite bonus right there. Okay, that's that. That will help immensely. So the natural burial site, ancient bones, right? Scanned all creatures on how many planets? 9, eh? Zoologist. Wow. Okay, I've achieved zoologist. In case you're wondering, I think that's over here somewhere. Arts, recipes, collected knowledge, total milestones, 64. No. Yeah, zoologist. Here we go. 9 out of 10 ecosystems mapped. I guess the next level is a different achievement. Okay, so what I was talking about, of course, was the fact that there are ancient bones designated. This planet is designated with having ancient bones, and basically it's just kind of an archaeological dig, and you can use your terrain manipulator to dig in to get those. Sometimes you can just rip them off the surface, but like that. Oh, okay, we just had... We're getting the interface for it, but it's just... There we go. There we go. Yellowed skeletal fragments. Alright, Shakana, welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for leaving that like. Appreciate it. So there's another oxygen plant up there, right? If I hover over it like that, I can scan it as well. It's a different species than the grouping of oxygen plants that I just scanned. So there's something. Alright, what did we get? Okay, oh, our radiation protection almost died. Now it's going to recharge itself. You can see it in the bottom left corner there. You can also see it here. Yeah, so we got our bones. This is it here. Value 50,000, so that's not negligible necessarily, but hyperdrive modules. Okay, we're going to put those up on the freighter for now, those A-class modules. We're also going to put this up. Hard frame engine came from the Sentinel that gave up its existence for us. So pugnium is a fuel for it's a fuel for our pulse engine. This thing, whatever this thing is. No, it's launch fuel. Gently detaches the starship from gravitational fields, lifting it towards the stars. The well hungers for pugnium or radiant shards and must be sufficiently fueled before launch. So our engine is 100% fueled, so we don't really need that just now. Okay. Okay, we're getting close to our time for bio break. We have found 4 ships. We found a hauler, we found an explorer, we found a fighter, and we found a shuttle. So I was hoping to find another fighter. So I'm going to trip some more of these distress signals. This is one way to find crash ships. Another way is to stumble upon or otherwise find transmission towers. And I'm just going to see if I can stumble upon one here, because it's possible. There's buildings all over the planets, right? And if you're on a moon, even more so, because moons are smaller, right? And apparently they have the same number of artifacts on them, whether it be buildings or whatever, right? So it is quite possible to find a transmission tower, which will lead you to one of these types of items: crash starships, crash freighters, whatever. We are looking for a crash starship, but something just stopped me in my tracks there. That happens occasionally. Okay, so one thing, here's one thing. When we disable the sentinels, I don't know if you just noticed, but there's 2 little shiny green barrels down here. This particular location here is what is it? It's a resource depot. You can see it on the left there, right? And it's a secured facility, meaning that sentinels guard this thing. Because we disable the sentinels, they just off themselves, right? And you can actually come down here unchallenged and grab all the loot. You can grab all the loot anyway, but here's the difference. Okay, I'll show you the difference as soon as I finish grabbing all the loot from these bins. So we're going to go around these silos. There are 5 silos in a resource depot, where she got the regular save and chart beacon with a little bit that may have some loot around it, like that. Save and chart. So these silos, Grantine, there's a number of different items that you can find in these silos, right? These 2 here have Grantine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out our weapon. We're going to break those open. And basically what that's going to do... Oh my goodness. We just got a whole bunch of... we destroyed more than one with that. We got them all. Yeah, we just destroyed all of them with 1 shot or 2 shots. Cool. So what that gave us basically is this stuff here. Grantine, the enriched carbon, gold. And it may have given us... Oh yeah, it gave us this stuff too. Nitrogen. Most of this stuff... some of this stuff it's not really all that useful, such as the nitrogen. This stuff here you can sell. I'm just going to stack that away over here for now. Grantine, put that here.
You don't have a skinny panel off that cliff into your mineral fog face with.
So I had to drop that clip into your NMS. You don't have a stream meets channel. Not sure what you're talking about there, Maxi, but welcome to the stream nonetheless. Hi, Katrin. Welcome to the stream. So we're just doing some starship hunting here to demonstrate a new functionality of the game. And what I'm going to do is going to shift some of this stuff around such that I will have some inventory space and be able to garner some components from the crashed starships that I'm finding. I'm just trying to... Yeah, sure, smash that like button. That'd be a good idea. Okay, let's just put some of this stuff up here. Radiation protection falling. Oh shit, I'm out in the open here. Yeah, so resource depot. Secured facility. Yeah, we were just at a, by the way, we were just at a sentinel pillar. And we disabled the sentinels. Now, where's my crash starship? Did I not? Oh, I was looking for a transmission tower. That's right. Just to demonstrate a different way to find crashed starships. And I was headed south. I'm just going to scan with my ship. Ship scanner sometimes will find these buildings or other things. Might even find a crashed starship, but not. Hey, fill your boots, dude. We'll have to talk later about what it is that you just did, because I'm not really all that familiar with that. So, yeah, we'll talk later. No worries. It's not, if you're good. I mean, if you're good with it, yeah, for sure. What do we got here? We got another depot, look, another resource depot. So we just did one, so I'm not going to bother with that one. You just, you had the opportunity to grab some resources out of those locations. Now, like I said, those are secured facilities, so they will be guarded by sentinels, unless, of course, you've disabled the sentinels. If you stumble across a sentinel pillar, you can just do it like that. Or, I think I have a map here. I do not. Okay. I thought I had a sentinel pillar map, but I don't. So here's a building here, but that's not a transmission tower. That looks like another observatory. What was that? There's another building over there. It's a minor settlement. So it's funny that the ship scanner will pick up a stick in the mud. There's a minor settlement beacon that you can use to find one of these guys. Here's a minor settlement. The way you can tell the difference is that this thing has a landing pad. It's a single building, but it does have a landing pad. Inside you'll find a vendor that will sell you technologies or blueprints, and you'll find a galactic trade terminal, and you will also find a box with a multi-tool in it. Random multi-tool, I should specify. So my play-by-play here, in case you're wondering, I know some of you have played this game extensively in the past, or actually, and not all of you do though, so that's why I'm kind of blabbing out everything I do here. What did we just... what is this? Is that a building?
I've already checked this. I can...
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Hex does some streaming of some Fallout 76 and oh, what do we got here? And also Tom Clancy titles. I know he does Ghost Recon and some. What's the other one? Yeah, so those types of first-person shooters. Breakpoint, Wildlands, Division. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I enjoy Ghost Recon as well. Yeah, yeah, I enjoy those as well. I don't stream that yet, um, but I might start at some point. I think maybe when I finish my when I'm done with Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm probably going to do some Ghost Recon. Probably start with Wildlands and move on to Breakpoint later. Those are, I find those are really fun games too. There's a storyline and definitely a lot of missions. Yeah, I would enjoy that. I might even enjoy some help there, Tex, if you're interested. Because it's always fun to play with multiple people in those games. I've played Ghost Recon Breakpoint with my nephew on occasion. He enjoys that too, so there might be 2 or 3 of us, or even 4 of us, because you can have 4 people on a team, and you just go around doing the missions, right? That your boss basically asks you to do. Oh, look at this! Another one! My goodness. Okay, so we've already found one of these and deactivated the sentinels. So what you'll notice is on the other side, I just noticed it. I don't know if you noticed it, but on the other side are the remnants of the 2 sentinels that were guarding this place. Here they are, right? This was the walker or whatever that was here, and that's the drone. And of course now we can destroy the pillar control nodes. You're probably not too far off there. Okay, so one last thing I want to do here. We can't disable the sentinels, of course, because they're already disabled. Old Explorer, how are you? Welcome to the stream. But we can grab this thing, the weapon, right? So it's another multi-tool identical to the one we just found. It has exactly the same pieces, so I'm going to just pass on that. And I'm going to move on to a transmission tower, and fortuitously, I just saw one right over there. So we're going to go over there. We're going to land in the landing zone, and we're going to see if we can extract a distress beacon. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So there should be a landing zone here that will activate momentarily. Right over by the, there it is. Okay, so the green rings means, yeah, you can land here. Now, we're gonna... You don't have the big handlebar mustache like Yosemite Sam? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want to just get rid of that. Just get the loot out of it. Okay. Let's go and get our nanites, because, of course, we're looking for 10,000 nanites. We saw earlier in the space station that you need 4 items to create your own starship in this new update. And that's the new functionality in this update. Part of it, anyway. Oh, so we're being attacked again. Okay. So those pirates are probably actually attacking this building. I'm going to make a run for it. I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can make it over here. Hopefully I will be able to make it. Sometimes you can get you can get destroyed on the ground by pirates. So best to get inside as quick as possible. That's money. 1,000 units, good. Yep, Viking system, so you got nanite repository. And here's where we're going to find our little puzzle. Let's see what we can find here. Die, yeah, you're funny. Maxie's funny. The operations terminal flickers on and a muffled distress call bleeds from the system. If I can pinpoint its frequency by cracking its encryption, I could potentially discover the fate of the poor pilot. The jarring noise of screaming engines and terrified alien chatter I can hear. However, I would suggest that it did not end well. So this is probably a crashed starship because we've already identified a crashed freighter and a few other things. So let's go ahead and see what the puzzle's about. It's usually a fairly straightforward numeric puzzle. Divided by 6, divided by 5, divided by 4 is 6. Distress signal coordinates discovered. So that's the location of a crashed starship. Distress signal. We're going to find another ship. Hopefully it's a starship. It's a fighter. That way we'll get, we'll hopefully get a good part that we want to build our own. We are still under attack. What are you getting for free? Do tell, Maxie. Do tell. Are they gone yet? They appear to be gone. Okay, I did find everything on... Yeah, okay, I found everything on this planet. Where's my ship?
Gray hair.
Okay, let's go get that, let's go get that starship before bio break. These guys are chasing me. That little red diamond on my screen there, right here, that just indicates that these guys are chasing me. But I have this thing to find.
I'm actually more proud of the brave try others.
That's life, right? Different people are, different people have different strokes for different, let's just say that, different strokes for different folks, right? Yeah, I think that's kind of what we can say for sure. Okay, so we have another explorer. It's pretty much identical to the other one we found. So, no wings, and I was saying that earlier, I'm wondering what we're going to get out of this because it has no wings. Is the starship scrapping terminal will allow you to extract parts. What was that? Positron ejector. Okay. It will allow you to extract parts from crashed ships or from ships that you actually buy. You're probably better off just trying to find crashed ships. Nope. Don't think so. Do I want to? Don't know. It's hard to say. Never heard of it. At least I don't think so. The claws of blah blah blah. Okay, so we have another S-class shield module. I'm going to fix that because S-class 30% shield strength. We know that up front, right? Oh, we got to clean the ship first. Yeah, the last ship that we took a shield out of was an X-class shield. It only had like 8% shield strength, so we scrapped that one. But this one... Stroke. I've heard of stoke, but not stroke. No, I have no clue. Sorry. I'm not... No, I'm sorry, I don't. Store technology. Let's put that over here. This other stuff. And we're going to fix... Yeah, let's go ahead and fix the shield. Oh, we don't have enough pure ferrite, eh? We have enough ferrite? Yeah, I think we can... Why can't I do that? What's going on here? There's something in it already. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's put that out here. Let's take some of that ferrite. Yeah, this stuff. Make some pure ferrite. And we'll be able to fix our launch thruster. And then we'll fix our pulse engine. I think we only need 50, so we should have enough there now. Okay, so we'll fix our launch thruster. We'll make another hermetic seal and a metal plate to fix this. Hopefully we can do that. Yeah, and yeah. Okay, fix that, and now we can use. We can actually. Oh, okay, fair enough. What I'm going to do, I'm done finding crash ships for now. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fly this ship. Without having repaired the launch thruster and pulse engine, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. I'm going to fly this over to the space station. And I'm going to demonstrate some of the new stuff that you can do in this update. So you see our freighter is also over here. And I will also show you, hopefully I'll show you as well before the break here in about 10 minutes. I'll show you what happens when you grab a bunch of crashed ships and... oh, okay. I'll show you that first then. Pulse engine unavailable. Dang it. So if you pulse in space in a star system and then you stop, there's a good chance that you'll get a bunch of those. You'll get a fleet come in next to you, and it may disrupt your pulse engine options. So we're going to land in our freighter here, and if our ships won't be here right now, they will not be here. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to reload. Now, that sentinel pillar that we deactivated down on that planet, when we reload, that will reactivate. So we're going to reload the restore point, which we just created by stepping out of our ship. We're going to end up just outside of our ship, just where we were just now. But you'll see a difference. You will see a difference momentarily. And the difference is, here's a crashed hauler that we found. One of the crashed explorers. There's our interceptor. There's the fighter that we found. There's the shuttle that we already owned. Okay, so you'll notice the other explorer that we found is not here, right? And the reason for that is that you can only have 6 ships in your freighter at any given time. You can own 12 ships, right? We own, how many do we own? We own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the one we have. Wait now. Shuttle, shuttle, 2 explorers, a hauler, a fighter, and an interceptor. So we only own 6. No, we must own 7. Oh, they're both here. Sorry, my bad. There's one, there's the other one. What am I doing? Okay, so that's how you get all your, well, 6 of your ships into your freighter at all at the same time. Now, I was in here earlier, and I don't know what's up or down here in these new space stations. The skin on the outside has been seriously reconfigured, as has the inside. We saw earlier that it's now 2 levels close to the back of the space station that basically house all of your personnel. So here's what I was talking about earlier. Here's an explorer. It has 2 different kinds of wings, right? There's one there, and there's one there with the, looks like a blade on it or some kind of fin on it or something. So you can when you scrap this for parts, You can get one wing or the other, or the fuselage in the middle. You cannot scrap shuttles for parts. We're going to go back and do that right now with the shuttle, with the with the Explorer we have. One question I had is, what kind of wing am I going to get out of that? Because of course our Explorer doesn't appear to have any wings, right? At least, yeah, appearances. So here's the ship scrapping station, the ship outfitting actually. And it is the same as it used to be, except for this thing here, begin salvage analysis. This is the new functionality. Claim scrap and extract customization module. Okay. So for the Explorer, you can extract the hull, the left wing, or the right wing. Now, I'm guessing if you extract one of the wings from this particular one, you can apply it to a new Explorer as is, so your new Explorer won't have one of the wings, basically. Now you can only extract one of these. Because we have two exact same Explorers, we can actually extract each wing off the Explorers that we did find. So we can actually, we'll be able to actually create an Explorer that doesn't have wings. And I don't mind that at all. Why don't we just do that, see what happens. Okay. Scrap process confirmed. Selected module will be added to customer exosuit automatically. Visit the fabricator assembly for new starships. Okay, so basically what they've told us is, here's the wing we just extracted. Wing stub. Alright, and basically, if you come over here to the Starship Fabricator, we now have a part that we can use to create an Explorer. Somehow it defaulted to Explorer this time, probably because we can actually use our wing as one of the wings on our newly configured Explorer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off on that, but that's the basic gist, right? Once you've got your 3 parts, 4 actually if you include the reactor core, and we saw earlier that the reactor core you get from the ship technology vendor up on top here. So the space stations have changed. The stuff that used to be, if you face the back, which is over here, the guys that used to be on the right, which is the guild representative, the cartographer and the mission specialist, they are, well, actually the mission specialist and the cartographer are down on the bottom, and in the middle on the bottom you got your teleporter and your galactic trade terminal. The yeah, it's bio break time. The guild representative is up there, up here in the corner, and the 4 technology vendors are here in the middle on top. There are a few bins that you can loot as well in the space station. And I did not see a nanite repository. Not that there isn't one. Oh, and here's the scrap vendor down under the guild representative now. So this guy will buy your captain's log and crew manifest from any derelict freighters that you run through. He will also buy your stuff. For example, what did we pick up earlier? Bones, right? Did I move the bones? I think I may have moved the bones. Yeah, I moved the bones. Okay, that's fine. So he'll buy stuff off you. He will also sell you... What was it he was selling? So purchase old scrap. You can get a scanner for derelict freighters from this guy too. In fact, the first one you do get will likely be here unless you get it from an expedition. And it's 5 million units for that. That you can activate and find a derelict freighter and whatever else you need to do with that. So purchase old scrap. Yeah, this guy is selling packets. Some of these can be useful. And he's got all kinds of decals there. So that's going to be it for the new space station. Your new ship building functionality is over here. This is the, we said this, we were here earlier. Here's the appearance modifier, and here's what I'm looking like right now. I got the jetpack and the helmet from Omega update that expedition. Does anybody know if there's a new expedition coming out with the new update? I haven't seen any word of that, but there's the cartographer. But yeah, I'm curious to know. So, okay, what just happened? I think what happened, this is the other, I think this might be the other explorer that we found. So we got Hauler, Glass Soul is the interceptor. It's hard to tell what that is. Oh, here's something else you can do inside the space station. You can change your ship. Yeah, you can now change your ships inside the space station. So if I wanted to extract some the wings or whatever off this thing, I could now go back and do that. Right. Yeah, we've seen that with Omega, right? Which is kind of cool. That'd be it'd be interesting to know if we can do the old ones, especially for the younger players, or not the younger players, but the players that are newer to the game that did not get a chance to do, you know, the older expeditions. So yeah, here's something new. New in the space station, you can in fact swap out your ship right here in the space station. You could not do that before. So yeah. Okay, on that note, I'm going to leave it right here, and I'm going to take a short break. You might see, well, let's just see. I'm going to put on the be back in a minute screen here. It might be still the Omega update screen, but anyway, I'm going to take a short bio break. I'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Refresh your drinks and snacks. Smoke them if that's what you do, and we'll see you shortly. Thank you for being there, everybody, and yeah, see you shortly. All right, so we're back from break, and I needed that break. I don't know about you, but yeah, I really, really needed that break. And I took the liberty of, well, here, I'll show you. I took the liberty of going to a different playthrough because I said at the very beginning I wanted to try the Nexus Weekend mission. And I'm still unable to do that in my in the regular, well, at least the most recent Saturday morning cartoon playthrough. This is an older Saturday morning cartoon playthrough that I was using previously, and so what we're going to do is we're going to summon the space anomaly and check and see. I don't think I can do that right now, right? No, I cannot. Okay. So we're going to see if we can do the weekend mission in this playthrough. We should be able to. Oh, Old Explorer, thanks for coming in. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. And hopefully we'll see you next time. So in this playthrough, I got to go through this because this is awesome. I have a number of really nice ships in this playthrough. I got 3 interceptors. There's a yellow and black one there, an orange and black one there, and this really cool animation interceptor right here. You know what? This is worth the better look-see. This thing has a really pretty cool animation when it takes off. The wings fold and so on. Here's the golden vector. This is the reward you get for expedition. Is it 1 or 2? It's one of the first 2 anyway. The SSV Normandy, the frigate, special frigate, is the expedition reward for the other one of the first 2. So this is a fighter, and it's an S-class fighter. It's fully tricked out pretty much when you get it. This is kind of, well, except for the color, this is probably the optimal ship shape for me. I really, really like the shape of this ship. Fuselage, cockpit, wing configuration, and the single thruster on the back. So if I was to make a ship, it's quite possible. If I was to make a fighter, it would look like that. It would be a different color, but it would look like that. So we have an exotic guppy here as well. This one has a dual wing that folds down vertically on the bottom. And it also has the pointy stuff on the front and the cowling on the back. I'm not really fussy about the look here. I just like the really condensed form, and that's why I have this thing here. This interceptor. This interceptor is probably the most compact ship I've ever seen in the game. One of the most, anyway. And it's kick-ass. Just plain and simple. And here's another interceptor that looks like a... Yeah. Okay, anyway, looks like a stop sign. So that's it. That's the 5 other ships that I have in this playthrough. The go-to ship, of course, in this playthrough is this guy here. It's another exotic. It's a squid exotic, a zebra squid exotic, black and white. It took me like 6 months of playtime to find this guy. I have since found not every other color, but quite a few. And in fact, there's a video on my stream, on my channel, sorry, that shows you where you can find, or at least you used to be able to find, 2 orange and black or tiger squid exotics on the same planet, in the same system, really. And I landed at a space station there in that system, and both of them were on the not a space station, sorry, I landed on jeez, words, Marty. I landed at a trading post on a planet, and both tiger squid exotics landed next to each other, basically, on the trading post on the planet, and I was just flabbergasted. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, that video is on my channel if you want to take a look. And if you can't see it, if you want to have a look and you can't see it, because the glyphs are there too, and you can go there and check it out. Now, I hope in that video I put down the name of the galaxy where I found that. I think it's in Euclid, but If it's not, I really hope I put down the name of the galaxy. Okay, weekend mission. Space Anomaly. So in our regular Saturday morning playthrough that we've been doing for a number of months now, we can't access the Nexus, which is the device that gives you the missions, weekend and otherwise. Weekends, dailies, and so on. Now the weekend mission, of course, will give you a large number of Quicksilver, which you can, again, is a different form of currency. Let's go have a look. The Nexus is over here. We did this at the very beginning of the program here. Tried to get on the Nexus and we couldn't. Something's locked up in our playthrough. We can't get past talk to Nada up on the balcony there. Okay, so in this playthrough we do have the weekend mission. And our prize or reward is 200 frigate fuel. Construct an outpost. So we got another one of those, eh? So we did one of these a little while back, last week or the week before, and we had a bit of trouble because we didn't have much of the parts. I think in this playthrough, though, we're good for parts, so we might be able to mission started. Yep, civilized space. We might be able to construct this outpost without too much difficulty. So we're asked to put down a base computer on a planet somewhere. It's going to probably, yeah, it's going to fire us off somewhere else in the galaxy. And it's going to give us a planet that's quote-unquote habitable. That may not be all that friendly, but nonetheless. Okay, discovered by Stu. So, okay, I didn't notice what galaxy we were in. We are in Euclid. Euclid is the initial galaxy. So here we are. We have something over here. That's where it's sending us. If we can get, yeah, habitable planet. Okay, so let's go over there. Now we can press C to scan the planet and see what it is. It's rainy, which means it's kind of a lush planet, but probably doesn't have a lot of, well, it has no hazards. Hot, cold, toxicity, or radiation, which is important because those things really hamper your efforts. Oh wow. Cool. So this is a minor settlement. We've talked about that earlier too. It's a building with a landing pad, a small building. This particular one has outbuildings, those shelters. It's got the save and chart beacon over there, and it also has these things here. So it's got the Galactic Trade Terminal right there. It's got the multi-tool box where you can find a multi-tool. In this case, it's a B-class weapon. We're not going to bother with that. And it also has a vendor who can sell you, if you need it, blueprints. Now I've got all the blueprints here. And he can also sell you components if you need them. These things. Wiring looms could be important. So can the other stuff there. It depends. If you get you can get the blueprints for most of those things and make them yourself. So what we're doing here is we're in fact going to put down a base. Good morning, Jake. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. So we're going to put down a base computer. Establish a construction site. Want to explore, deploy a base computer. So base computer is right here. We do have the components for it. Chromatic metal times 30. 30. So we'll put that right here. And hopefully if we are short of materials, we can go in there and get them. It's quite possible, but that's the fortuitousness of being being in a location where there's a oh no. Oh, not good. Enra Silver, welcome to the stream. Long time no see. No, actually, I was on your stream yesterday, day before. Welcome, Enra. Welcome in. you just missed the demonstration of all the new stuff. Breaking down found ships or bought ships for parts, wings, fuselage, engines, and so on. For building your own. It's not rocket science. The days all blur together. Yeah. They kind of do, you know. They kind of do, eh? And it seems the older you get, the more they blur. Trust me. So we're doing the weekend Nexus mission. The idea is to build a base. Claim the base. Okay, we're at a minor settlement here, so kind of fortuitous in that sense because we may be able to get any components or parts that we need from inside. Okay, build infrastructure. Construct timber floor panels. That seems pretty straightforward, right? That's these guys here. So we'll go into camera mode and we'll put that... Light of the Phoenix. We'll put that over here somewhere. 6, eh? So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What else? Construct timber walls, 9, and a door. Okay, so it should, in fact, indicate what it wants. Yeah. Okay. Go back into camera mode. Yeah, Enra, sorry, you're not likely to find glitch building right here, right now. Sorry about that. For those who are unaware, Enra Silver runs a channel that does a lot of NMS. Does a few other games too, but Enra is what I would consider to be an expert builder, especially in the glitching environment, in the glitching arena. Do visit his channel. As a matter of fact, some of the other people in this chat also have channels that do various things. Do visit their channels. Oh, I just buried that underground, didn't I? Just buried that under there, didn't I? Now I can't get it. Can I move this? Can I get it now? Can't pick it up. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Too funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, jeez. Fingers aren't working very well today. 6, 7, 8, 9, and a door, right? Door. Now it's going to ask me for roof. 6 roof. Okay, that makes sense. It's making me do a 2x3. Fair enough. Oh, you saw the weapon, did you? That's my exotic multi-tool. Pick that up out of a sentinel pillar. This is what you can get out of a sentinel pillar. Very nice. Anyway, let's put some roof on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 timber arches. 4 twin timber windows. 6 timber framed glass panels. Timber walls. What? Really? Timber arches. Let's go inside and see if we can do that. Ah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Some of us are not exactly adept at that kind of thing, at the glitch building. I'm not, that's for sure. I built a few very basic things, like my my shrine to our departed friend. 6 twin timber windows. Why would it ask me to do that? Can I put them in here? I can. That would be probably a little silly. Can I... Oh, I'm going to make a little maze. Oh, no. Cannot do that. Okay, let's just put that here and see what happens. Do we get it? 2. Make a little cubby in here. 3, 4. Timber glass panels. Oh, I just ran out of something. I think I just ran out of something. What else is it asking me to do? Timber frame glass panels. 6. I think I just ran out of something to do that. Timber, large timber triple window. Double window. Oh, this. I've no glass. Okay, well, let's see if I can make some. If you got the blueprint, there's a chance that you can make some of that. So let's throw some of this up here. Make some space down here in our exosuit. Vector compressors. Yeah, okay. Glass, eh? Yeah, we got glass. Okay, now we should be able to make these things. How many? 6. Why 6? Oh. Go into camera mode again. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, what else? Timber walls. Okay, more walls? Wow, okay. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do, but it'll work. 11. Come on, man. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There you go. Okay, sofa. Alright, so this stuff is over in the decorations here. Somewhere. Sofa. There it is. How many sofas? 2 sofas. Okay. One here. Let's put one here. 4 square standing lights. This, okay. This is just going through the motions here. I don't, I don't condone what Hello Games is doing here with this weekend mission. Unless you're a newer player who wants to go through the torture of trying to build stuff without the required parts. If you have a newer playthrough and you don't have the necessary stuff to build these things, you're going to be looking for components and stuff. Where's the antenna? Oh, there it is. Okay, antenna. Eh? How about we put that right here, right where it belongs. See if we can line this up at least. The roof panels aren't even lined up, as you can see there, but that's okay. That's fine. I'll try to put this kind of right in the middle, right here. And what else? Oh, 3 tall antennas. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's go back and you know what? I'm just wondering if we can stack these one on top of each other. Sometimes you can do that. You can do it with the electromagnetic generators, that's for sure. I've seen that done. But here you can't. At least not in the generic sense. You can probably do it in the, if you use some kind of glitching technologies, I'm sure you can do it. But I think that's it. Upload base report, space anomalies archives. Okay, so that's just go over here and upload. And then we're done with the mission. I think I'm going to just take this base down. Yep, that's it. Base uploaded to servers. Outpost design uploaded, mission complete. Okay, now we can go and gather our rewards from the Nexus. Before I do that, I'm going to delete the base. Hopefully, now some of you are probably thinking, Marty, you should have deleted the parts and got the stuff back. You know what? I don't care. I'm hoping that deleting the base doesn't negate all the stuff that I just did. Return to the Nexus, receive your reward. Okay, so we can do that. Alrighty. No, where is the Nexus? Where is... Oh, you know what? Let's go over here. No, we can't do that. We have to actually return to the Nexus. Because if we go into the space station, we might have to give up the mission. I've seen that happen before. So your best bet is just to summon the Nexus. You can do that anywhere in space. Go back in and turn in your mission before you do anything else in terms of space stations or whatever. Because it's possible that you will abort the mission if you do that. So we're going to go in and talk to the Nexus again, turn in the mission, get our reward, and well, we're not going to scrap any of the ships that you saw on my freighter earlier, but there's a slim possibility that I might have other ships that I can scrap. So complete the mission. Here we go. There's the reward, 1800 Quicksilver for the weekend mission, 200 tons of frigate fuel times 2. And that's pretty much it. So I was just talking about how many ships I have. There's the Golden Vector. Big red festive guppy. So that's the red guppy that we saw inside. Whispering Lollipop. There's an interceptor. There's the Utopia Speeder, which is another really good kick-ass ship that was a reward for a previous, I think it was the Utopia expedition. Makes sense, right? That was a reward for that expedition. I like that ship too. So this guy, I'm gonna summon him and see, because this guy has some of the parts that I like. I like this. I was talking earlier in the new spaceship creation terminal. There's 3 kinds of cockpits that I like on the fighters. This is one of them. It's not the stubby like the Radiant Pillar, but it's short for sure. I also like the Golden Vector, and there's another one similar to the Golden Vector. The Alpha and the Omega, I think, are the other 2, and this one. I like the single thruster, so this is not the ship I would create necessarily. And these wings, I mean, I like this ship, but it's probably not one I would create. What else do I have here? So we got the squid. There's the Golden Vector. There's the guppy. I think these are... Oh, and there's a living ship there. There's some exotics and some, or not exotics, interceptors. Yeah, so I got a bunch of interceptors. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus the one I have is 11. So theoretically, I could end up finding a ship and being able to scrap the parts out of it. Right? Now, previous to the break, we did scrap an Explorer and ended up with a null wing, if you will. Some of the Explorers don't appear to have wings, and it's just basically they have the stubby wing, right? Okay, so this is where I was initially. There's my freighter. And of course, there is the space anomaly. Where is it? Oh, it didn't come with. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine too. What is this? Ancient ruin. Okay. I'm just wondering if I have any distress beacon maps on me. I'm also wondering what planets are in this system. Flourishing? That's kind of a lush planet. We don't know what the... well, now we do. Sentinels are enforcing, and the weather is mostly calm. So enforcing, I think that's not aggressive, because it would say, I think it would say here that the Sentinels are aggressive. We do not have a planet with aggressive Sentinels. We got enforcing, we got low security, and a muggy haze on this planet. That's interesting. We got a lot of nanites here in this playthrough, so we should be able to buy the core for a new ship. Why don't we just do that right now? So here's a new... So the previous looks for these space stations used to be just the ball part, I think, and they've added some external flavoring to this construct on the top here, and looks like thrusters on the bottom there, but and of course some texture to the outside. But yeah, the space stations used to be various shapes, yes, but one of those shapes was like a ball. It kind of looked like a Pokemon ball. Maybe that's why they changed it. They got sued by Pokemon or something. Who knows? I don't. So we cannot scrap and make shuttles. This guy we can certainly use. Let's see. Let's see. What you want for your ships? Offer to trade. Okay, make an offer on the Starform's life ship. It's a B-class fighter. The color is irrelevant because you can color your newly found ship. What is relevant is if you're looking for specific parts, you won't be buying just any ship, right? So this one has the single thruster. We know that. The wing configuration, it's sort of like a TIE fighter wings, I'm guessing. I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, so forgive my ignorance on that, but this kind of looks like the wings on some of those Star Wars fighters. And the fuselage, I think this one has the tail is part of that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to buy this ship, and we're just going to see what we can extract out of it. We're not exchanging for ours. No, we're not going to do that. We might actually rip the fuselage off this one and the engine off this one. Okay, so let's buy this, and let's go back and see. There's our current ship, or our previous current ship. So we got a hauler and an explorer. We're not going to be taking any of those in here today. The other part that we were looking for, there are 4 things you need to make your ship, right? And the exosuit guy is here. This guy would be what? Technology merchant, exosuit. This is the multi-tool, right? And the other 2 guys, the exocraft and the starship research. Okay, this guy will sell you one of the components you'll need to build your own ship. And those are these things, the reactors. You'll need a load of nanites. For some reason, it's cheaper in this playthrough. I think it's because I'm in a normal playthrough here. I could be. Or a survival instead of a custom. But they are cheaper here. Nonetheless, I do have enough nanites to buy one. This will determine the class of the ship that you create. You can create an S-class. If you have the nanites to buy this S-class reactor, you can create an S-class ship right off the top. And there goes my dog. It's actually my doorbell. Yeah. You can, here's an option, you can create a lower class ship and then just upgrade it with nanites, if you choose. It's up to you. If you don't have the nanites currently, you can create, for example, an A-class ship, and then later on, when you get the nanites, go down to the ship terminal down there and upgrade your ship to S-class. We have enough to buy the reactor, so I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to go down here. Basically down here, this is the normal Starship outfitting terminal, which we always had, but there's added functionality in here. So basically what you're doing is you're beginning the salvage analysis. You can upgrade your ship here just like you were always able to. Salvage analysis will give you the option to scrap your ship, which it always has, but it will also allow you to extract customization module. These modules is what you will use to create your new ship. Now, here's what we can get. We can get the cockpit, and I think so. Just be aware of this too. The starship will be destroyed along with all the cargo, right? So let's just step away from this for just 1 second. So this is the ship we're looking at. This is the ship we just bought, and we're about to destroy the ship by extracting one of its components. I don't know if this fin is part of the cockpit arrangement or the engine or whatever. What I'm going to do with this particular ship is just I'm just going to take the engine just for demonstration purposes, basically.
Hello, Marty.
Dalton, welcome to the stream. So we need one space in our exosuit to accommodate that that item, the item we're about to rip out of our bot ship right here. So here we go. We're going to get the engine. Again, I don't know if the tail fin comes with the engine or the cockpit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the engine and see what happens. We'll salvage engines. It's the single thrust engine. That's the one I want to equip on my new custom ship. With the fabricator over there. So here we go. What did we get? So we got this thing, the mono thruster. So it looks like the tail fin is not included in this. Now, that ship was scrapped, and we are back with our go-to ship, the exotic. Okay, so here's another starship. This is another fighter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip the cockpit off this guy. But I need to buy this ship first. Cockpit or the wings? Because I'm going to get... Oh, these guys have the same wings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the cockpit off this guy, I think, and the wings off the other one. So make an offer on the Lifeform Starship. We do have enough money to buy it. We got 2 billion units, so we'll just go ahead and buy this guy. And we're going to go back and rip this front part of the ship off of this guy. And then we'll come back and get the wings off the other guy. And we'll see what how you go about making your own ship. Gonzo? Ah, could be. Yeah, could be. This is a GEC system, right? So GEC, dominant life form is GEC. So all the employees here, all the crew is all GEC, right? Invaders of the universe, the GEC. So begin salvage analysis. And I said I wanted the cockpit off this guy. So we extract customization module. We're going to get the cockpit. Well, there you go. We're going to get the cockpit. So, yeah, you need 4. You absolutely need 4 inventory slots in your exosuit to gather all the parts. Get the cockpit, the fuselage, the Omega fuselage. That's what we wanted. We got the mono thruster. excuse me, we're going to go back to our fighter that we had back here, and we're going to rip the wings off it. So basically what that means is we need to get in. This is currently our ship, our starship. That's what happens when you scrap ships in the space station. Usually it pulls in your most used ship, I think is what it does. And this guy, of course, this is the guy we came in on. So now this is the starship that we are going to grab the wings off. This is basically just for demonstration purposes. We're going to grab the wings off it, unless another one comes in that we like better. Cannot build a shuttle, so no point in grabbing anything off that. Unless we get another fighter come in here shortly that will show us a nicer wing configuration, we're going to use that wing configuration over there, which is very compact, eh? It's very compact. It's going to look a little bit like the ship that we just scrapped for the fuselage. Except it will have a single thruster. I don't think that one had a single thruster, but nevertheless. What's wrong, bud? You can't jump up that far? Look. He's trying to jump up and get into his ship. Actually, I don't think that's what he's trying to do, but that's a little oversight by Hello Games. You guys can't actually jump up onto the platform. Too funny. He's just gonna teleport into his ship here momentarily and take off. We gotta get away though. They don't usually do that if you're standing next to them. Never mind that. Let's just get the wings off this thing and demonstrate building your own ship. Okay, so again, we're beginning the salvage analysis. We're going to extract customization module, and we are going to get the wings. In this case, we're getting both wings. In the case of an Explorer, if you choose to build an Explorer, you will need to get one wing at a time, because it's possible to get an Explorer that has different shaped wings. Okay, we have our fuselage, we have our wings, and we have our thruster. Let's build our ship. So here are the four things you need. You need a fuselage, the wings, the thruster, and the reactor core, which we bought earlier. We do have it here. Go ahead and do that. We got the Omega. This is the other two that I liked, right? The Alpha and the Sleek. That's the other two cockpits that I like. Here's one more. This is called the Turbine. A lot of people call that one the barrel nose. There are dragster, or as Jason calls them, the hot rod fuselages, right? Oh, it is a hot rod. It's actually called a hot rod. This one is called a needle. Yeah, they kind of look like dragsters to me. Both of them do, but anyway, regardless. So Omega fuselage wings, we just pulled off the Quasar wings, and the thruster, we have the mono thruster. This is our ship. This is what our ship is going to look like. The default color that it's giving me is red and white. So yeah, white and red, and it's got some dark blue trim right here and over here, right here, yeah, and right around here. So okay, before I do that, I just want to step over here and see what I look like, because I'm going to match colors here. I think I'm in red. Oh, I'm in blue and green. Okay, so that's teal and dark blue, I believe. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Teal and dark blue. Just going to go and see what that looks like, right? We got that. Oh, all right. Got that. Got that. We got that. And now teal and dark blue. How about dark blue and teal? How about dark blue and teal accents? Ooh, I like that. How about teal and dark blue accents? No, I think I like this one better. Because I think my character looks more blue than green, right? Or teal, I think. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to build this ship, and it's going to be an S-class fighter. Now, I have no clue what the accoutrements of the actual ship are going to be. And it doesn't either. It's not telling me, right? It's kind of all question marks here. So let's check it out and see what we get. We get one X-class module is what we get. Okay, so here's something that some people are going to try, right? You're going to leave and try this again and see if they get a different configuration here, right? Different configuration for their ship parts that they get up here. I'm just going to go ahead and accept this. Go ahead and proceed, and we're going to add it to the collection. We're not swapping, we're adding. So there we go. And yeah, there it is, right? Gonna rename it. Parties, Deadly Destroyer. And I don't know if we can do this, but we're going to try to do this as well. Accept that. Let's put that here. What kind of module is that? 7%. Really, guys? I should have hovered over it and saw what it was before I accepted that. Oh well. Stunned is as stun does. Is that what Gump used to say? So, okay. So we got our ship. I don't know. Okay, so here's something we can try. See if we can change the paint on this thing. Can we? Newly built starship must be flown. Oh, so you cannot change it once it's built. Is that what I'm getting here? This is our ship, I think. Upgrade. This is probably not going to let us do anything. Upgrade class. I don't know why it's offering me to upgrade class. It's already an S-class fighter. Oh. Purchase storage. 16 million units for storage. Okay. Alright, so the only other thing left to do then is to fly it the feck out of here. Here we go. There's my freighter. And it is also dark blue and has teal accents. So let's do this. Let's do this, shall we? Can we do this? I think I might need to be a little bit further away, because the freighter is absolutely extremely huge. Okay, let's put the sun over here, and there we go. There's our ship. I don't like this. Let's try this again. Let's try it from this side. When you take pictures in No Man's Sky, you can change the location of the sun. Press the F and move the sun over there. Just it gives you a different lighting, right? Okay, now I'm too far. I want my freighter to look bigger, and I want also to capture the new space station. Okay, so I'm a little bit too far here. Okay. Let's try that. Put the sun over here again. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Trying to figure out the right orientation for all the bits and pieces here. Here we go. There's my freighter. There's my starship. Matching colors. And picture. we have our yeah, that might be a thumbnail for an upcoming stream. Of course, we have all our frigates here with our freighter. Here's my here's one of my living frigates right here. Living frigate. It's actually alive. This was a reward from a previous expedition, and as was this thing. This is the Normandy I was talking about earlier, and Glantry Mage, you are obviously familiar with this thing. Yeah, you are obviously familiar with the Normandy. Let's get the sun over here, where we can get a better sight, a better look at that thing. I think they were pretty. Yeah, I think that does look like the SR-1 Normandy, right? From what, Mass Effect? I guess they got permission to replicate it in this game. And of course, as I was saying, this is the living frigate. That was a reward from a previous expedition. You can pick these up as well in random encounters if you have the there's a device you can get, some kind of scanning kind of thingy that you can deploy, and it will find you, it will give you random encounters to find those things. So there you go, folks. I think that's going to be it for now. We've demonstrated the new features of the update 4.6 Orbital, and for some reason I was still unable to get into the Nexus with my weekend playthrough. This is the funky new ship. You could probably find these in various places, but this new ship we built with our cockpit, our single thruster, and our wing configuration there. As you saw, you can choose from any number of different configurations. You need to either buy or find crashed ships in order to salvage parts off them, in order for them to be available for you to build your own ship. And of course the core, right? So you need the core as well. Yeah, probably, yeah. So that's it, folks. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming in, keeping me company. I always enjoy your company, and you people take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and hopefully we'll see you next week on stream. Yours, mine, somebody else's. No matter, eh? We'll see you. Take care, everybody. Cheers.